But we have to get more balance, but it's more simply, okay? Okay, Mesoestetic, it's from 1905, that's number, and the first treatment that Mesoestetic from my group goes to the market was a depigmented topical like a Cosmelan. So we have a great experience in that kind of treatments. So we have a very expertise with the latest scientific development and new technologies. We are able to make a new upgrade from the old Dermamelan. Okay. So we consider all the things that happens inside of the melanocytes with different principal actives, but the new thing in the new Dermamelan is we attend the inflammatory pathway, the vascular pathway, the hormonal pathway, and even all things like retinol or something like that, okay? As we attend the inflammatory pathway, vascular, hormonal, we are able to go with the same aggression with different phototypes, right? All different phototypes we treat with the same aggression. I mean, with Cosmelan, depending on the phototype, we have to wear it in between 8 and 12 hours, the mask, isn't it? Here, only 4 hours for all phototypes, right? It's more easily. But we're able to do because we control the inflammatory pathway and the vascular pathway as well, right? I give you all the details, right? Okay, mechanism of action of the Dermamelan. This is a corrective action because we started at the clinic with a big correction with the mask. We continue with the home care as our regulatory action. We attend the intracellular regulation inside of the melanocytes, but the new thing is we going intercellular in between with all that pathways. So we attend the neighborhood of the melanocytes, right? And that's the way to control the different reactions from different phototypes with the same aggression, okay? Okay, we using computational design, big data, and artificial intelligence. That's why we have to be able to do 2 new principal actives that we get patents, right? One of them is melaphenone, and the other is zinc pigment target, right? Melaphenone is to block the activation of tyrosinase. I give you all the details right now. And zinc pigment target is the combination of ferulic acid, diosmin, and retinol as well. But the important thing is the critical concentration each one in order to get the maximal effect. Okay? I show you. It's very simple. New things inside of the new Dermamelan. We have iron mask. This is a physical mask that we put it over the Dermamelan mask cream. Okay? They have 2 actions. One of them is to maintain wearing during the clinic phase. If you remember, when you put it the cream at the first stage in Cosmelan maybe or Dermamelan, we wear it maybe 5 hours, 8 hours, right? That cream, if don't apply water, they get dehydrated, right? And maybe there is no the same concentration after 2 hours, principal active, according to the cream only, right? If you put it over something that make occlusion, we maintain the wetting during the clinic phase, okay? And the other action is like a transdermal device. They have a thin Cooper filaments that makes more easily penetrable by iontophoresis, all the principal actives that the cream has inside. So I think it's interesting that we wear it only 4 hours, the cream, because we maintain wearing and we have a transdermal device like thin and Cooper by iontophoresis, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, clear?
Clear.
Right. The mask has been reformulated at all. I show you all the principal actives that we put it inside. But the step by step is clean the face, put it the Dermamelan mask, all product over putting the iron mask and wearing 4 hours.
Okay.
Right? Okay? Important thing, the device of the home care treatment. In the old Dermamelan, that device was exactly that one. So you have to open it, give it with your fingers and apply your face. But we not able to control the volume you put it in your fingers, and maybe it could be size effect. Okay, and every time that we have to open it, get oxidate through the ambient. Okay, with airless, there is no able to get oxidation, and with only one press, we go out with the same volume always. Well, right? So it's the way to control the excess of the volume that maybe sometimes some people put it in her face, in the face, right? Okay. So finally, what we have? We have correction, maximal correction through the mask at the beginning, and maximal regulation with the home care treatment, right? Okay? Okay, the protocol is very simple. At the clinic, we clean at maximal, critical point, believe me. After that, we apply all the product that we have inside of Dermamelan mask and put it over the iron mask, just for wearing the cream mask and make a transdermal. We wear it 4 hours, okay? Not recommend you go further, going only 4 hours. And after that, at home care, the client remove the iron mask, the Dermamelan mask, and to start to Dermamelan home care treatment. Okay? But I recommend you, after the 4 hours, the next day, using only Dermamelan recovery and sunblock protection. Okay? And start Dermamelan home care treatment 1 day ago. Right? Because if you started right after, maybe we have a maximal aggression. Okay? You understand?
Yeah.
And I recommend you start whole process on Monday. Okay? If you started on Friday, think 4 hours after we worry that face, maybe we get irritated. And this is weekend. And your client never found you until the next Monday. And it will be a problem, believe me. So it's so easily to start it on Monday, right? Because the interface you controlling very easily in the weekly days, right? Right? Okay? Simple. The treatment is during 4 months only. 2 applications of the Dermamelan home care treatment, morning and evening, and different applications in between needed with melan recovery and sunblock protection. Okay? With Cosmelan, depending the phototypes, you have to wear it in between 8 and 12 hours. Isn't it? Here is only 4
4
hours,
hours.
all different phototypes. It's more easily. Okay?
Cosmelan without iron mask.
No. In Cosmelan, they don't have iron mask. Okay? The iron mask is only the new Dermamelan
Yeah.
for make more penetrable the principal active that we have inside. Okay?
Can we use iron mask with Cosmelan one?
I have to tell you no, because the iron mask is for the new Dermamelan.
Okay.
Okay? And I don't know if they sell you alone the iron mask. I don't know. Isn't it? Is it possible?
We don't know.
Okay.
Is it not separate
No.
package? Or?
No.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
But I recommend you use Dermamelan. It's most powerful than Cosmelan. Believe me.
What the difference?
Concentrations of the principal active, even different principal actives, and only 4 hours, only 4 months. It's more easily, okay? They attend the vascular pathway, the hormonal pathway, than don't attend the Cosmelan,
Okay.
okay? That's why if we control the inflammation with attending the pathway of the inflammation, we're able to go with the same aggression, different phototypes, right? Okay?
Okay. So, the protocol, this protocol is always for 4 months, like this.
Yes, this is 4 months.
Because Cosmelan, in the first month, we apply Cosmelan 2 with 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And second, third.
That's
2
another
times
difference. Here, during 4 months,
Huh?
there is 2 applications every day,
Okay.
morning and evening.
Okay.
Okay? Right?
Okay.
I think it's more simple, easily to apply that kind of. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Finally, 4 hours the wearing the mask and iron mask. Only 4 months treatment length. 2 applications a day, morning and evening. All the things reduce the redness and discomfort of our clients. Improve dealers. Remember, the home care treatment has been changed a lot in order to, this is an airless and this is one press, one exactly volume every time, right? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me introduce the results of clinical study performed by Mesoestetic Pharma Group in between October 18, February 21. We have enrolled 54 patients, and criteria of the inclusion was melasma, hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory. And after the treatment, we have to control it with Janus or Vicia. This is a facial analysis. We have 3 kinds of photograph. One of them is normal photograph, polarized photograph, and UV light photograph, and they have software, and according to different photographs, they have a number, okay? Of course, hexameter, safety and efficacy questionnaire, and all the things has been treated in statistical method with Coins T and Students T, okay? Right, this is a most common phototypes in Spain. This is a woman from 30 middle, and we have a melasma, symmetric melasma, okay? After 4 months,
Wow. Splendid.
well,
Awesome.
this is more powerful than Cosmelan, I tell you, right?
Right.
We control at maximal all that pigmentations of the melasma, okay? Another cases. What happened here? We have melasma, symmetrical melasma, but I remember so clear that people get shaving over the lips, and they have hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory. Okay? After 4 months, there is no hyperpigmentation because they changed to laser hair removing system. Okay? Here we see redness. Before, with the black spots, we're not able to see it. Okay? This is only 4 months in between. Okay? Right. Worst situation. A great problem. Great melasma, isn't it? Only 4 months.
Wow.
You like it?
Yes.
It's powerful. We controlling the inflammatory pathways, remember? And in 95% of the cases, the easily patient journey is so easily, okay? Another case, wow, I think it's great.
4 months.
Even young people, they have just a few melasma and you see the results. Here could be appreciated that it's not only depigmented results, it's anti-aging as well.
Yes.
Because if you understand how it works, all the ingredients, for instance, retinol, they have retinol inside. Retinol stimulates fibroblasts in order to have collagen, elastin, reticulin, and hyaluronic acid as well. So, after 4 months, daily application, twice a day, we have that anti-aging effect. Okay? I usually recommended my clients that product, Dermamelan home care treatment, as anti-aging cream, 2 applications a week. You understand?
After 4 months.
No. Forget it. Dermamelan process, okay? That home care treatment, the ingredients, if you apply only twice a week, it works like an anti-aging effect.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking for the pigmented, but if I do it only 2 applications a week, they have a great anti-aging effect. You understand? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. The photos are incredible. Right? Another case, before and after. Okay, as we have hyperpigmentations, according to the MASI, you know what means MASI? MASI is Melasma Area Severity Index. This is a formula that we get it in the internet. It's for to quantify the black spots according to different things. For instance, the shape of the black spot, the intensity, the location, we give it a number. Okay? If the people get MASI number from the beginning and the end of the process, the MASI could be attended as an objective results. In many trials has to be published, they use MASI in order to quantify the black spots. Okay?
Okay.
According to the MASI, all that people that we enrolled in that study, 54 people, they reduced 57% of hyperpigmentation according to the MASI, okay? But remember, it's not only the pigmented, they have anti-aging effect. That's why we controlling the wrinkles with Janus or Visia as a photograph analyzed facials, and we reduced 32% of the wrinkles. So I think it's great. Okay, that's why I tell you before, sometimes I use Dermamelan home care treatment as an anti-aging effect, 2 applications a week,
A week.
because I'm looking for wrinkles. Okay? You understand? Okay. Let's go to the new things that we have inside of the Dermamelan. We have, one of them is melaphenol. Mela because it's mechanism of action of melanogenesis, and phenol because the main chemical structure is a phenol, right? What happens? This is tyrosinase enzymes that makes synthesis of melanin, right? To activate tyrosinase, we have tyrosine amino acid. That amino acid gets inside of the tyrosinase in a special locus and get activated tyrosinase. And if we have activated, we make melanin, right? If we synthesize something that structurally is so equal than tyrosinase amino acid, that melaphenol gets at the same locus, and we block it, and tyrosinase amino acid not able to get in, and there is not activation of tyrosinase. You understand?
Yes.
And this is able to because we use computational design. Okay? If we put it 50% each one at the media, 5 melaphenol, 5 tyrosinase, what happens? Part of the melaphenol get first than tyrosinase get inside, and we stop it of activation. So that's why we don't synthesize melanin, right? Easily. That's why Mesoestetic Pharma Group, they have to patent that molecular, because it works. And if you think the next creams in the future, melaphenol have to put it inside because it's so powerful. This is control. This is measure of tyrosinase activity. And if we put it melaphenol and, remember, tyrosine amino acid both together, more than 56% they don't have activated. So more than a half times melaphenol gets first that special locus inside of tyrosinase and block it, and tyrosine enzymes not able to activate. Right? Simple, you understand? Right. And this is completely new from Mesoestetic Pharma Group. The other new thing is a zinc pigment target. This is a combination of different things. Because this zinc is synergic, pigment is anti-pigmentation activity, and target, same target. Okay? What we have here, we have retinol, we have ferulic acid, we have diosmine. You know perfectly, but the point is, according to the artificial intelligence, we are able to control the different concentration each one of them, and we choose the concentration that makes more higher effect. So that information is the put it in patent. So maybe you think, okay, I'm working with that product, they have retinol, they have ferulic, and they have diosmine as well. But the difference is the critical concentration that of each one that makes the best results. Okay? Clear? Right. And that information has been put in patent. Okay? Right. Here is to show you the melanocytes non-activated, melanocytes activated, activity of the tyrosinase, how we activated melanocytes, the tyrosinase. Remember? With tyrosine amino acid. Because tyrosine amino acid get inside of tyrosinase and get activated. And when we put it one by one, retinol after ferulic acid after diosmine, only 22% less of activation. But if we put it 3 together with the concentration critical that we put it in the zinc pigment target, we are able to reduce 54% less of activated of tyrosinase. Okay? So I think it's great. This treatment is more powerful than Cosmolan. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Let's go ahead with the principal actives that we have inside of the Dermamelan. We have salicylic acid, retinol, and diosmin. Salicylic acid is like an exfoliant, retinol as well, because they have synthesis of cell renewal, because we activate fibroblasts in order to get hyaluronic acid, collagen, elastin reticulin, and diosmin get filaggrin and loricrin proteins. Okay, all the things that working inside of melanocytes, right? Let's continue. As an inhibitor melanosome transfers, you know, we synthesize melanin there, but we have to transport the melanin to the upper layers, and we use it melanosomes. Niacinamide and aspirin block that migration. And if we don't put the melanin at that level, we don't see the hyperpigmentation. Okay? Tyrosine inhibition. Remember melaphenone? They block the activation of tyrosinase. But collagen, palmitate, butyrresorcinol, retinol as well, and ferulic acid do the same action, inhibition of tyrosinase inside of the melanocytes, right? Inhibition of melanin synthesis in the venone and histamine, and reduction of the gene expression from the melanogenesis enzymes. It's like to one step before to get the proteins to the tyrosinase, we block it. With niacinamide, tocopherol acetate, and aspirin degrades MITM. Okay?
Okay.
So all the things work inside of the melanocytes, like other creams. But now, the different things is, new Dermamelan works blocking the inflammatory pathway. As you know, arachidonic acid with cyclooxygenase COX-2 makes prostaglandins. That prostaglandins makes spread the inflammation, right? If we are able to block the synthesis of prostaglandins, the inflammation doesn't spread. So we control the inflammation. Okay? How we do it? With ferulic acid, with glabra extract, with diosmin again, with aspirin, and with retinol as well. Okay? Okay, and the prostaglandins comes out from the fibroblasts, even from the keratinocytes as well. Okay, in order to show you how it works, we control the COX, the enzyme, here. And this is fibroblast, and this is fibroblast activated with interleukin 1 alpha that makes inflammation. And if we put it all that things, we are able to reduce 35% of COX. And if we reduce COX, we reduce prostaglandins. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Right. We control vascular pathway. In that case, we attend endothelin 1. To show you how it works, we control reduction of melanogenesis induced by the vascular pathway endothelin, and that's why we control TRP. TRP is tyrosine-related proteins. That's the proteins one step before to get the protein of tyrosinase. Okay? This is the control with melanocytes, and this is the control melanocytes stimulated with endothelin. We rise up the tyrosine-related proteins, right? If we put it all the principal actives that we have in the new Dermamelan, we reduce 78% of the TRP. So we control the effect of the endothelins. right? Endothelin comes from the vascular pathway. If we have inflammation, what we have? More vasculation, more endothelin, right? Okay? So, inflammatory pathway and vascular pathway, both together, we controlling antioxidant action, reactive oxygen species, free radicals that makes positive stinging into the synthesis of the melanin, right? How we do it? With kojic, depigmentation, magnesium, vitamin C, ferulic acid, indemenon, clavar extract, niacinamide, tocopherol, acetate, and aspirin, control the activation of the free radicals that makes positive stinging in order to make more melanin, right? Okay. And here we control the antioxidant protection comes from endogen, from our body. In that case, we are looking for rise up the natural defense that we have, antioxidant protection, like a, okay? That M-oxygenase, we put it in right level if we use it all the principal actives that we put inside of the Dermamelan. And this is M-oxygenase control, and this is with all the principal actives that we put inside of the Dermamelan, we're able to rise up the natural defense of antioxidant protection that comes from M-oxygenase 1, right?
Right.
Okay? Simple. And hormonal pathway. You know, melanostimulating hormone comes from the brain, and they go through the blood vessels and get inside of the melanocytes and stimulate melanin, right? Even the keratinocytes itself, it's able to synthesize melanostimulating hormone. So, if we are able to inhibit the melanostim hormone pathway with pipernigrin fruit extract with histamine, that inhibits transglutaminase TGN2, right? So, this is for show you the control, and this is the reduction after the melanocyte has been stimulated, and we control it with all the principal active of the new Dermamelan. We are 25% less of cells dendricity inside of the melanocyte. Okay? And Wnt and stem cell factor pathway. According to the Smith, we control that positive activation. Okay? Again, we control tyrosine related proteins. This is melanocytes in relaxin. This is melanocytes stimulated with bio. And if we put it all the principal actives that we have in the new Dermamelan, we are able to reduce 50% of tyrosine related proteins with the has been induced by Wnt Wnt pathway. Okay? And stem cell factor comes from the fibroblasts and the keratinocytes as well. They make pigmentation and dendricity, and this is before and after the treatment, the difference in between, right? I know this is tough information, but I have to share with you, okay? And retinol makes many things, increase anti-pigmentation cytokine IL-1 beta. Again, I'm looking for inhale something that makes anti-pigmentation activity. In that case, IL-1 beta, okay? And remember, retinol induce collagen synthesis because they stimulate fibroblasts in order to get more collagen, elastin, reticulin, and uronic acid as well. But the important thing of retinol is to maintain that barrier in healthy conditions. You know, if we have elastosis, maybe normal way to melanocytes to make melanin goes in the upper layers. If we have bad conditions in that border in between epidermal and dermal tissues, maybe the melanin goes inside of the dermal tissues. And the only way to remove that melanin is with lasers. Okay? You understand?
Understand?
So when we get older, when we are a big smokers, when we don't protect from the sun without sunblock protection, the integrity of that barrier is very down. Okay? Right? We call it elastosis. It comes from photoaging, right? Remember the pills yesterday? Okay. So, if we are able to even reduce metalloproteinasas, because retinol blocks metalloproteinasas, the collagen get more longer life, right? So I think it's interesting to know about that. So finally, what we have, according to all the things that put it inside of the Dermamelan and acts inside of the melanocytes, sorry, according to the inflammatory pathway, we blockade the vascular pathway that we control in the endothelins, the hormonal with melanostimulating hormones, and the other things like controlling with wind and stem cell factors, and we control the healthy of that barrier, and we enhance the collagen. Dermamelan itself, in vitro studies, control 90% almost. Okay? It's more than the Cosmelan. Right? So I think it's a great results. Okay. So all the principal actives that we put it inside the cream, and that we put it inside the home care treatment, they are put it inside of nanovesicles, lipolytic action, in order to go in more easily deeply, right? And remember, iontophoresis, the ion mask that we put it in the clinic phase in order to get two actions. Remember, one of them is weighting the cream, and the other action is transdermal device, iontophoresis. All the principal active that we put it inside the cream, if we put it the ion mask, they have iontophoresis, all that things get more easily inside, right? Okay, let's go ahead. What happens with the normal conditions, our patients during 4 months, right? For control that journey, we attend local skin reactions, and the local skin reactions, it will be erythema, stinging, and burning sensation. Okay? If we attend all the things, the normal distribution of all that erythema, stinging, and burning, it's like that. Maybe the first 2 weeks we will be higher, maybe moderate, right? And after that, going down in normal conditions. If we attend flecking, because they have retinol, the flecking it's more higher reaction, and maybe the flecking is more intensive and more longer life. Right? Okay? Clear? Okay. But that flecking comes because the retinol, we put it in the surface of the epidermal tissues, isn't it? Every people, if you put it retinol in the surface day by day, they have to adapt to that aggression. And the skin reacts and adapts that aggression. And during 1 month or maybe month and a half, they have been making flecking until the epidermal and dermal tissues has been adapted. That adaptation, we call it retinization. Okay? all the people have to make that retinization, because from the day 1 to the day 120, they go with retinol topically twice a day. Okay? So, what happened? Not all the people react the same way. Sometimes, maybe one people get excess of flecking. Isn't it? Because maybe they have fine skin, or maybe dehydrated skin, or maybe delicate skin, right? Or maybe other people, they don't have so much flecking because they have oily skin or greasy skin, okay? Because all the things get protection from outside. If you started Dermamelan, you have one period that we call it skin adaptation. This is retinization that makes more flecking. Imagine this is a flat, okay? If we put it retinol, we enhance the retinol reaction like a flecking, okay? Every day that retinol makes flecking, but at the same time stimulates fibroblasts in order to get collagen, hyaluronic acid, all the things, okay? And that new collagen, after 1 month, makes a healing, and you don't make more flecking because you have a new population of collagen. You understand? Yes? You get it? This is the retinization. When our skin has been retinization, we are able to continue with retinol without flecking because we have a new population of collagen. And that new population of collagen makes don't flecking at all. Right? Okay? So, I propose, in order to don't have size effect, when we use Dermamelan, before to start here, we prepare the skin with what? With retinol. In that case, skin retin 0.3. Right? If we put it skin retin 0.3 before to start the new Dermamelan, that skin adaptations, we put it here. And when we started with new Dermamelan, nothing happens because my skin is already adapted. You understand? This is the way to don't get much flecking. Okay? Clear? Maybe I tell you all that preparation, put it in sensitive skin, but in my experience, I do it all the people. Okay? That adaptation from retinol is so different if you do it alone with retinol as a skin retin 0.3, that retinol with many principal actives that we have inside of Dermamelan. So that process inside of Dermamelan is more aggressive because it's not only retinol, it's retinol with many principal actives. You understand? So if that retinization put it outside of the protocol of the Dermamelan, and we do it only with retinol, it's more easily. Okay? You understand? Okay. So, modulation. Once is to prepare retinization before to start Dermamelan. Other thing is to, when we start Dermamelan, we are able to change something according to the protocol. Remember the protocol, it will be 2 applications a day of the home care treatment, remember? Okay, maybe in sensitive skin, dry or fine skin, high risk of hyperpigmentation post-inflammatory, your country, okay, because we have very high phototypes, work outdoor areas, okay, maybe the protocol that we do it in Spain, because Mesoestetic are in Spain, maybe if we put it in your country, it will be aggressive. Do you understand?
Yes.
So maybe in the first month, instead 2 applications a day of the home care treatment, we recommend you only 1 application at night.
For adaptation. For adaptation.
Yes.
Skin.
Okay? So, you understand, okay? You have the protocol of Dermamelan, and when we started first, have to put it retinization inside of the process. I tell you, Mesoestetic don't tell you, I tell you my experience. I make preparation with skin retin 0.3 during 1 month, or maybe during 3 weeks, every night skin retin application before to start Dermamelan. Okay? It's a way to make retinization outside of Dermamelan. And when we started with Dermamelan, that process has been done before. Okay? And it's not so critical. Right? But even when we make preparations like that, if we have all that circumstance, maybe the first month, instead of 2 applications, we recommend you only 1 application of home care treatment. Right? Is it clear?
This is after Dermamelan mask.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. The protocol is very simple. I'll show you. Okay. This is the protocol, remember? We clean the face at the cleaning, we put the cream, we put the iron mask during 4 hours. Okay? We wait 1 day to start with at-home treatment. That makes 4 months. Vale? This is normal application is 2 applications a day. Okay? 2 applications a day. But I tell you, before to start the Dermamelan, we make a skin routine during 3 weeks, only night applications, in order to make retinization outside of the Dermamelan. Okay? So when we started at the clinic, right after to make 3 weeks with the skin routine, my skin has been retinization process already done. Okay? But I go further. If we have critical situation, maybe higher phototypes, great smokers, or maybe high exposure to the sun without sunblock protection, instead of 2 applications a day, the first month, only 1 application, right? And the other 3 months going with 2 applications, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So. Is it clear? Everything?
Dermamelan itu Dermamelan pakai dulu kan.
Okay. Okay. Right. So. In all that situations, maybe only during the first month, only one application of the home care treatment. And the rest of the treatment, second, third, and fourth months, 2 applications, right? Okay. This is normal photographs according to the normal situations. The worst photograph is the first month. After that, there is no flecking, everything is okay, okay? At the beginning and at the end, okay? Okay? But what happens when local skin reactions makes difference in between different people? Because not all the people are the same reactions, okay? Even we prepare my Dermamelan with skin routine 3 weeks before. Even if I make during the first month at home only 1 application at night, could be different reactions because we have different situations, isn't it? Yeah. If we have very flecking, if we have very warm sensation, or if we have dehydrated, okay, something I have to do. Because remember, this is a service. This is a normal people comes to you, pays you a lot of money, and they want to be more depigmented than before. And if they have problems in the journey of the treatment, we have to do something, okay? What we are able to do? 3 different things. If we have mild, moderate, or severe local skin reactions, maybe during the 4 months we are able to reduce the aggression cream. Okay? If we have very excessive flecking maybe in the 3rd month, because your client goes to, I don't know, to everywhere, okay? We are able to reduce, instead the 2 applications, only 1. Or maybe if it's moderate, to stop it during 1 or 2 days. Right? The second thing is, okay, when I tell you stop it during 2 days, I mean during 1 or 2 days, we don't use that treatment cream, but we use the healing creams. Melan recovery, summer protection, right? Okay. One thing is to stop the aggression. The other thing is to enhance the healing creams. Okay? If we have something that we not able to control, in order to control it, we enhance the frequently of the application of Melan recovery, or maybe introduce skin balance. You know skin balance? You know? Skin balance? This is a serum that we make a great healing when we have inflammation. I usually do after the pills, or maybe after the warm sensation, or maybe painful way after the different procedures. Okay.
What the different in skin repair?
Okay, this is for a redness and warm sensation. Skin repair, fast skin repair is for more hydration. Okay? Or maybe anti-stress mask, it's for moisturizing action. Okay? Okay, I know that you get surprised that I introduced 2 new creams, but you have to know it, because that success of that protocol, it comes if you control the disbalance of your clients. Okay? So, remember, if we have and controlling local skin reactions could be maybe in 5% of the patients, not always, okay? But I'm talking about the results in Spain. I don't know how it works in Malaysia, okay? That's the point. So that's, I give you tools in order to control the local skin reactions, right? One of them is to stop the aggression. during 1 day, 2 or 3, or maybe we put it in only one application. The other step is to enhance the melan recovery or introduce skin balance, or maybe anti-stress mask, or maybe crystal foreign mask in order to control different things. Crystal foreign mask and anti-stress mask and fast skin repair control the dehydrated reactions, flecking, right? Skin balance control warm sensation, redness, painful way. You understand? Okay. And the third option is to make both, reduce the aggression and enhance of healing. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go with examples. What is this? Flecking. Okay? That flecking could be mild or could be severe. I have clients in Spain that they have severe flecking and they tell you it doesn't matter. I am able to go to work. Nothing happens. But I have clients that with a mild flecking, they tell you I can't go out from my home. What I have to do? You understand? So in that case, we put it anti-stress mask or crystal foreign mask because the problem is flecking, dehydrated tissues. Okay? You understand? Or maybe we stop the aggression during 1 day. Or maybe both. Redness, erythema. This is one sensation. Have to control it with skin balance. Okay? Simple, right? Again, mild erythema, moderate erythema. Day 15, day 30, with skin retin. Sorry, with skin balance. Sorry. Okay. Look, day 1, after the 4 hours, and what happens here? Both redness and flecking, and it started the day after. Remember what I tell you before? Never start Cosmelan on Friday, because if you started on Friday, Saturday, that's the problem, and they not able to find you until morning, until Monday. Okay? And if you apply here, what we have here, redness, what we have here, flecking, skin balance, crystal foreign mask, and you control at maximum. You see? Easily? Okay? Crust is not usually, it's very rare. We have to stop it, and we have to start it moisturizing the crust in order to don't remove it before the time. Okay? But it's totally unusual. Right? Okay? What happens here? This is not migration the cream. It's you apply the cream at home with your fingers. If you don't clean your fingers, maybe cream stay under the angle. And maybe you make scratch, or maybe touch your eyes, or maybe touch your kids. Okay? You have to clean at maximal after 2 applications a day your hands.
Okay.
I have a client inside that they apply cream with Dermamelan. She don't wash the hands, and they took it in down area, the genital area, and they make a great aggression.
Wow.
So imagine if you have kids.
Yes.
You take your kid and you put your fingers in the face of your kid, and they have transmission of all the principal active retinol, ferulic acid, diosmin, blah, 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 in your face or your skin. Okay? So you have to clean at maximum, right? Okay, finally, remember, in order to control the whole process, we are able to reduce the aggression or maybe to enhance the healing. Okay? It's very simple. And you see the photographs. The photographs are incredible. It's more powerful than Cosmelan. I'm honest, believe me. I use Cosmelan, I use Dermamelan, and actually only use Dermamelan because it's more powerful than Cosmelan. And Cosmelan has made to cosmeticians, and Dermamelan has made to doctors. Okay? People know about that. If you come to your clinics and you perform a Cosmelan, they think, wow, you make treatments like the hairdresser makes as well. You understand? Because it's Cosmelan. You don't need to be a doctor to use Cosmelan. But if you use Dermamelan, it's only for doctors. Okay? Questions about that? Tell me.
If I want to do the combinations with, for example, mesohyal, like cocktails and something, which product that you recommend? And
Okay.
when to do the procedure?
Yes. Excellent. If I tell you sometimes you have to balance that process of Dermamelan, it's because the reaction of the different people are frequent, right? Remember when I tell you I make an aggression, and that control aggression makes inflammation, and that inflammation makes healing. Okay, if you do something inside of the aggression of the Dermamelan, could be have to control more than frequently in normal conditions. You understand? So I don't recommend you make nothing inside of Dermamelan process. I recommend you after, right?
After 4 months of the program.
Yes. Yes, because I show you the photographs, okay? Because it's so. Because during the 4 months, you have to control the lifestyle of that people, okay? Remember that people shave hair mustache, and the other people put it creams with perfumes maybe. Okay. After that, 4 months, for sure, here, what is that? Vascular eating. Okay? Remember yesterday, Athalan RX? For sure, I put it pills of Athalan RX in order to control that vascularity area. You understand? And maybe we go in with moisturizing action with injections with Mesoestetic in order to put it in more eudermal situation, okay? And of course, after 4 months, to control that results, I usually tell my clients, we continue with home care application of the Dermamelan home care treatment 3 times a week. Okay? They yes, they know. They yes, they know. You understand? In order to get maintenance. Because if you do nothing, the black spots in maybe 6 months comes again. For sure. Okay? It's very easily to maintenance when we have in that stage. But here, from here, it's 4 months. During 4 months, we are able to change many things of the lifestyle. If you make lasers here, okay? You break all the melanin, and maybe in 1 or 2 sessions, you clean it, okay? But during 1 session or 2 sessions, your client doesn't change nothing about the lifestyle. During 4 months, it's very easily to change many things. You understand? And after that 4 months, it's time to make maintenance, or maybe going with home care, the cream of the home care of the Dermamelan home care treatment, or maybe for the vascular area as an RX, or maybe for the hydrated tissues mesotherapy, or maybe controlling free radicals with oxferulic. You understand? We have many things that we're able to make in the maintenance. If you control that maintenance, your client will be happy with you, and they trust in yourself with everything you tell them in the future. If not, if you leave it alone, that client after 4 months, for sure in 6 months, they come to the same stage. And they tell you, this is rubbish. Because they don't know how it works, black spots. They don't know that if you do nothing, the black spots always come back. Okay? But I don't recommend you do nothing inside of the Dermamelan process, because it's so powerful, and you see sometimes now always could be have to balance the reactions. And if you put it another direction, that balance is not able to do clearly. Okay?
If the black spot come again, can we atau should we reapply the Dermamelan mask?
Yes. Yes, if you are able, yes.
After 6 months, the
Yes, for
melasma
sure.
come
Yes.
back.
But it's so unrare that in 6 months, if you make the whole protocol of 4 months of Dermamelan, and you make a few things like a maintenance, in 6 months you are in the same position. It's so rare.
Alright.
Okay? Clear?
Can we combine with AHA densimetrix and oxferolic, and how the best protocol to combine, or no need anymore?
Okay. I hate the protocols, believe me, because it's like to trade the same thing with the different peoples. I can understand why I'm the doctor, but why the doctors ask about, tell me the protocol. No. If you understand how it works, the treatments, you are able to put it as you need it. If I needed control the free radicals, I go in with oxferulic, vitamins injected with mesohyal, control the lifestyle. If I need controlling maybe dehydrated, going with many things like creams or mesotherapy or even pills. So the protocol, okay, it's to start to walking, okay, but if you understand how it works, different treatments, you are able to, it's very simple to use it as a, because the protocol could be working with that people, but with that people doesn't work. You have to do other things. You understand? But you have many things to able to control, like oxferulic, many things, topical, injectable, pills, many things. Okay, all things come from Mesoestetic model. That's the point, because we share with you all that information. Imagine that you work with only one company that only makes depigmented treatments topically, okay? And they don't have nothing more. All the things that you are asking about with that company, rubbish, because they don't have only depigmented treatment. They don't have oxferulic, they don't have pills, they don't have Azelan RX, they don't have mesotherapy. You understand? Here, we have different things, and if we understand all the different things that we have inside, we're able to use it as we need it. So, okay, the protocol is needed, but if you understand how it works, the things, the protocol is for the beginners. You understand? Okay? So I recommend you ask about all the technicians of the treatments, according to, if you know at maximum how it works, you are able to combine it with it. Even that we make protocols like the bath protocols. Yesterday combined mesotherapy with pills, with fillers, combined many things together as a maintenance or as a preparatory before the Dermamelan. Okay? Right? Questions?
I have three questions.
Come.
I have three questions. First one, for the Dermamelan mask,
Yes.
for per patient, is it one application per bottle, or do we split it into two
No, you have to apply all the products.
All the
for the mask? So the one bottle is for one patient.
Yes. If you put it only half part of the mass, you are actually missing half part of the whole food. Understand? It's very typical. Okay, this is the mask, and maybe I use it for 2 patients. Big mistake, because you're thinking about, okay, if I spend that money and use it for 2 patients. No. If you use it less quantity than Mesoestetic calorie, maybe the results doesn't come as the normal reaction if you use it all the time. So you have to use it all the time. Second.
The second one, if you use the Dermamelan mask for say after 2 weeks, when the result does not show good progress, can we use can we apply another mask?
Okay. Show you. You tell that mask, we're able to do in the second month. Is the question?
Say after 2 weeks.
Yes.
After
15
2 weeks,
days.
it doesn't show a good progress.
But how you able to think that this is not good progress if you don't make the 4 months, because you have to spend 4 months. Some people during the first month you think, oh, this is not normal progress, but when that people get at the 4 months are incredible. Okay? Or maybe some people at the beginning are incredible and you think, wow, could be give up because all the progress I have done and all the depigmentation I have already done, and it's not necessary to make the rest of the 3 months. So all the decisions according to the results, you have to take it after the 4 months. Okay? I know that people make one mask here at the beginning and make another mask in the second month. But if you think it's not necessary, because Dermamelan home care treatment is so powerful twice a day. Okay? So I don't know if I give you the answer that you're looking for, but it's not necessary to make another mask inside of the product. And all the decisions you have to take it after 4 months. Because if not, we are in a wrong position to decide if I need more mask. Okay?
Well, of course, that answer also apply with the Cosmelan one. Say, for example, I apply Cosmelan one mask to the
Yeah.
patient,
Yeah, no?
and when after 2 weeks later, the progress does not show a good indication, then can I reapply the Dermamelan mask?
So you are asking, you are starting with Cosmelan,
Cosmelan one.
yes, and you think, oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I changed for the Dermamelan?
Can I reapply Dermamelan to the patients?
Yes.
Can.
Yes, because that process acts like a preparation for the Dermamelan. Understand?
What is the interval time to reapply the Dermamelan?
But okay, normal condition, if you you started Cosmolan, you have to finish Cosmolan. This is the normal reaction, okay? But if you think, hey, come on, it doesn't come the result that I'm looking for, but I insist to take the decision that that Cosmolan, if it doesn't work as you are looking for, you have to wait to finish the Cosmolan. Otherwise, it's, come on, I want to leave Cosmolan because whatever, and I want to start with Dermamelan. Is it possible? Yes, because I consider the part of the Cosmolan like a preparatory treatment with the Dermamelan. Okay? But it's not the logical preparatory, because the logical preparatory is skin retin or polycreme, remember? But if you want to change, you are allowed to change, of course. But take the decision if it works or not. You have to wait the length of the Cosmolan treatment. Because I tell you before, not always the people react the same that we're expecting. Maybe I tell you before, in the first month, many people think, well, I think we have enough with Dermamelan because I'm white. No, we have to wait until finish the protocol because this is like a maintenance inside the project. You understand? Or maybe after the second month, oh, come on, I think it's not getting all the results I'm looking for. I insert another fix. No, you have to wait 4 months in order to take the decision.
For 4 months
Yeah.
to decide whether I want to reapply Dermamelan for the performance.
No. If you think that the Cosmolan doesn't work, you are able to stop it and to start the Dermamelan right after. That's the problem. Okay? It's more powerful than Dermamelan than Cosmolan. Okay?
Well, like if you see from the images,
Yeah.
what makes the Dermamelan more than
Okay, there are, of course, there are crystals that it's in common between, but the main thing is the concentration. Yes, Dermamelan is more concentratable crystal than the Cosmolan, for sure. Okay?
You see the photos like from patients.
Yes.
You just showed us. Do you have the photos for Asian patients?
Not much. So, I asked about that the Mesoestetic for my would be crazy if you did your experience in your location. So if you are able to make protocols with Dermamelan in your location and you share all that results with Mesoestetic, they are so happy to have all that information because for us it's so important to know how is the real differences between Spain, for instance, from Malaysia, because it's so important. It's so different even inside the Europe, in the north and south. Imagine I should be. Okay? Other questions? Do you have questions?
Have you ever got a case of PIH plus arbitrary hyperpigmentation on darker facial skin tone?
What about? Sorry?
Have you ever got a PIH case on darker skin tones?
I don't know exactly the pH.
Hyperpigmentation.
Hyperpigmentation. Sorry. So you're asking about when you have hyperpigmentation?
Have you ever got that case on darker skin types?
Yes,
Yeah.
it works. It works. Really. Okay, the problem is we are taking a study in South Africa, okay, applying Dermamelan with a very high phototypes and very high hyperpigmentation post-inflammatory with other situations. And they work beautiful, but they change some things according to the protocol. So maybe they don't apply 2 applications every day. They started with only 1 application, and if the doctor sees that the reaction is normal, controlling, they enhance. Or sometimes the first stage of that mask, instead 4 hours, they use it only 2 hours. Okay? So that information, we get it because people from another location, they share with Mesoestetic the reactions that we normally would have. So it will be interesting. So it will be interesting for Mesoestetic if you have information about us to share it with Mesoestetic. Okay? Questions? Any questions? No. How you experience with Cosmoland?
First one is very nice and good, but after that, the last one is so.
Yes, of course, the black spot comes always, but I mean, when I tell you experience, you apply the protocol that Mesoestetic tell you, or you make another protocol?
No, it's protocol and
So we started with 3 applications a day, after 2 applications, and the last one application. And it works beautiful? Okay, so you have to manage, you change the protocol, because the Asian people are so different from the European people. So the main thing about that is I give you tools in order to balance that protocol that you have inside Spain. Okay? That's the point. Okay? Questions? Do you have questions? Everything's clear? You like Dermamelan? You have to try it on. I'm honest. I know perfectly Cosmoland, I know perfectly Dermamelan, and I prefer Dermamelan for sure. It's more easily to manage, it's more powerful, we're controlling different things that with the Cosmoland not has been attempted. So I recommend you use Dermamelan, okay? I think it's break time now in order to take a coffee. Okay? And we continue later, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Thank you. Okay. It's coffee time? Good.